Welcome to Know Your Money, where we will explore our relationship with money and how the psychology of it impacts our financial decisions, as everyone thinks about money differently. In our podcast, we'll be presenting a variety of financial topics in an easy-to-understand way, which we hope will assist you with managing your money. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Know Your Money. Guys, how are you both doing today?
Bronwyn, all good, and Warren looking good in your new studio.
Yes, the new studio. Very excited, guys. What do you think?
It's amazing. Lots of space.
Yeah.
Plenty of space for new guests.
Yeah. And the decor, Craig, is that up to your standard?
Really good. Like the logos, yeah, Warren?
Yeah.
All
Looking good, eh?
Aircon.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, hey? How are you, Bronwyn?
I'm good, thank you. Looking forward to being back here and recording and just helping everybody.
Yep.
So today we wanted to talk about the elections and like from my perspective, the thing is, you know, what can you control? You can't necessarily control the outcome. You can't control how other people are voting, if they vote or not.
True.
And the only thing you can control is yourself and getting yourself there. So my comments sort of on the election are like, if you want to do something about it, do what you can control.
I agree. So one man, one vote is a very powerful statement around the world, and we've got an incredible democracy in South Africa. And I'm not sure how many elections we've had, which is shows the success of the people and the willingness to continue with an amazing democracy. And this year we've got, over 100 parties on the electoral ballot form. So I think what you've got to be aware of when you go and vote is to find the party that you believe going to make changes for you and your country. And that might be on the back page, so they don't have the parties in order. So you need to look for your party, make sure you cross only once for the party you want to vote for. And the voting day is the 29th of May this year. So put that in your diaries. We just thought it's a good idea just to make everybody aware that there is voting, national votes to go out, and the 29th of May is the date. And just make an effort to go and vote, as Bronwyn says, because we have a democracy. Let's own it.
Okay. 100 parties. It's a lot, eh?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't taken...
That's a lot.
And we're not here to comment on good or bad.
I just... Yeah, no, I
just shows
that.
The vibrance of democracy.
Is that the most that has been historically in South Africa?
Sure, I think so, that I can remember since I could remember all those years ago. But it's vibrant, and that's good it's good to have, so.
And as far as do you find your clients around the time of an election in South Africa behave differently with their money?
You're a really good point there, Warren. People get nervous around elections. I think worldwide.
Do they try and get their money offshore, or?
I think probably there might be a bit of a panic. What's going to happen? And I suppose it's going to be like that in America this year. The American elections are coming, and they've got big problems there. And you can see what the rhetoric coming out and the social media and all this stuff. You've got to be so careful what you read and get blown into. But there's concern when there's any change. I suppose. Yeah. Your natural thing is it's a concern. Do we take all our money offshore? Well, we should have thought of that. There's a strategy for that. You know what I mean?
It shouldn't be an impulse thing, right?
No, exactly. Completely. And that was to the point in the beginning, is like the only thing you can control necessarily is yourself.
Correct.
You can't control what the outcome's going to be. You can't control what other people are going to do. Like, just focus on the destination that you're trying to get to. And like Craig's just said, stick to the plan of where you're going. Like, if stuff does change, when that change happens, that's when your plan changes. But you can't change the route of your plan on, if this happens, or if that party wins, or if, you don't know yet. Yeah. Just do what you can do, focus on that, and then after that.
Yes. Yes.
deal with it. You know,
And we've got an independent electoral commission, which is amazing. And it's not like the one party is dominating and say, you have to vote for us and we'll throw the other person in jail who we don't like. You know, it's open and it's
or even
democracy.
the American system where they can have, free candidates or whatever they call them, but ultimately you're voting for one of two sides there.
Yeah.
And it's historically always been that way.
I suppose it's a bit settled. So we've gone through changes and it'll probably ultimately in years to come end up like that. But the important thing is for all our listeners to know that the voting day is the 29th of May. And if you need to ask any questions, there's a toll-free number you can call. It's 0800 118 8000. But I think that's about what we wanted to put across.
yeah. Awesome stuff.
And just as far as financial planning goes, just don't freak out because there's an election and stay the course with what you're already doing.
Correct.
Yeah.
And listen
the
to
noise.
the planners,
Don't
man.
listen to the noise.
Don't listen to the noise.
Yeah.
Just put the day in your diary and go and vote.
I don't know if you've been watching Chasing the Sun, guys, the second one, but that's what the forwards are saying before the Ireland game. Don't listen to the noise.
Correct.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks. Have a good
Happy
one.
voting.
Happy voting.
Happy voting.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed this podcast or would like to subscribe, please visit our website, www.growthfp.co.za. The information we have provided in this podcast is our personal opinion. For more detailed information, please discuss your financial situation with a financial planner.